Hey, since it's 4th of July weekend, we're just gonna do a couple of really quick projects or really quick things that we intended to do. Our Mackinac Island video will go up next week, so stay tuned for that one. Right now, I have 2 popped rivets, and we're gonna go ahead and get those replaced. One of them's right behind me by the door here, one's in the bedroom. But I'm gonna go through kind of our tools and how we go through this. Both of these need to be drilled out, so I have my DeWalt drill, and then I have my bit. One of the things that we found recently is we found these kind of short bits. I like these shorter bits because they provide like a little bit less anxiety about pushing too far through. Also, they're a little bit stronger because it's short. Anyway, this is an 1/8 inch bit that we're using to drill out the existing rivets. So this is number 1. So I'm gonna drill this one out. You can see, this is the rivet here, and it's lost its head. So that's the one we're replacing first. All right, so then once that's drilled out, I've got our rivet tool here, and we started out with a kind of a cheap Harbor Freight type rivet tool, and then one day it stopped working. So we went and bought this Arrow one, which really wasn't that much more expensive. I want to say it was like $30, really not a bad investment. One of the really cool things about this Arrow tool is this is kind of like what our normal rivet tool was like before, but there are some of the rivets that are in a little bit more challenging locations, and one of the cool things about this is you can spin it and now it's kind of more flat and straight versus in front of you. So the rivet tool came with a bunch of rivets, but we actually bought this. It's a Work Pro kit, and it's got 13 different sized rivets in here. And so we've been using these. I'm just gonna continue using these until they're out, because some of these we're never gonna use, and once they're out of the other one, I can put the Arrow rivets in here. So just grab my rivet out. That's my 1/8 by 1/2 inch rivet. And I load it here. Go into the existing hole, and 1. There it goes. So there's my new rivet, and this was the existing one below it. So I've got one more to do. We'll just film it. We're not gonna talk through it this time. The one thing I will do when I'm doing it is I'm actually gonna spin this the other way so you can see it in action the second way. So here's the second one. You can see all our fingerprints from going, look, that rivet needs to be repaired. I don't even know that we may have just lost, nope. I thought maybe we had lost the whole rivet, but it does need to be drilled out, so. Like I said, I'm gonna turn this the opposite direction, just so you can see that it functions both ways. So those 2 rivets are replaced. Those are the only 2 that needed replacing right now. Lest you think we never have a problem with our outside rivets, we have had to replace 2 rivets on the outside. So we do carry around a little pack of Olympic rivets for that. So now I'm gonna put this away. When we started traveling a little over a year ago, I put all of our rivets and our rivet tool and everything in our toolbox at the back of the truck bed. Now this lives in our front storage compartment because I got tired of having to dig it out. So I'll show you our front storage compartment and then putting this away. The drill bit lives in drill bits. Contrary to popular thought, you would think that the drill also lives in this bag, but it doesn't because we use it a lot. This lives with this attachment to raise and lower the stabilizers. So I'm just gonna have that ready to go. That lives in this case here. And the rivet tool and the rivets live in the opposite side. And this bag lives on top. The other thing we did this week is we replaced this antenna. When you're driving down the highway, is pretty obnoxious. It's a very long antenna and it's constantly doing this. And We do, we take some video like out the front windshield, and this just kind of distracts from everything. This one's pretty easy because this just unscrews. While I'm looking at the camera, I don't even have to look at it while I do it. We're gonna replace this antenna, and we are replacing it. I'm using the tire as a workbench and it's not really suited for this. So we're replacing it with this little short stubby antenna. And if I put them kind of next to each other, you can kind of see it's not even the length of like the base of the Ford factory antenna. This is a super easy install. So this is the base, and the goal here is to kind of make this theft resistant so you just can't screw it off. I don't know that there's a lot of like thievery when it comes to like car antennas, but this is the first piece here. It kind of screws down into where the antenna goes. Feels like not a big deal. The way to do this is to kind of just use this Allen key just to cinch it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be like majorly tight. And then this slides on over, and I'm gonna get really close here, and there's just a little set screw. And so that set screw is what connects it here so that you can't just pull it off, or theoretically this should be hard to unscrew now because we've tightened it up. That drops on. And we tighten the set screw. And we're done. This is a quick video, but we just thought it would be cool to show you a couple of the things that we just did. We'll have links to the Arrow Rivet Tool as well as the Ronin antenna. So the antenna is a Ronin 5-inch SmartLock antenna. We're not leaving a link to the rivets that we're using. I just don't think they're high quality enough to recommend anyone. We're using them right now. We will probably find other solutions going forward. If you found anything in this video helpful in any way, you should consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. We appreciate it, and thanks for watching.